2 Kings 5:13-27. In part 1 of this Bible story, Naaman, the commander of the Syrian army, had visited the house of Elijah, the prophet of God. Naaman had leprosy and wanted Elijah to cure him of his terrible disease. But when Elijah had sent his servant to tell Naaman to go and wash 7 times in the river Jordan, the mighty army commander was livid. He rode away. Why did he tell me to wash in that silly river Jordan? The rivers of Syria are much better. Naaman had wanted Elijah to come out, call on the name of his God, wave his hands over his leprosy, and make him well. He was furious. As Naaman angrily rode away, one of his soldiers tried to reason with him. "Excuse me, sir," he said. "If the prophet had asked you to do something great, would you not have done it? Then why will you not do something that is easy to do? Wash in the river Jordan and be made clean." Naaman calmed down. "I suppose you're right," he muttered. "What have I to lose?" The army commander turned his chariot around and headed to the river Jordan. When he got there, Naaman went into the river and dipped himself under the water. He surfaced again and looked at his skin. He still had leprosy. He dipped and washed a second time. No change. He still had leprosy. He dipped a third, fourth, fifth, and 6th time. He still had leprosy. It looked as if he had been right all along. It was a silly thing to do. Then he dipped for the 7th and last time. When he surfaced, his leprosy was gone. He had clear skin, just like a young child. He jumped up and down in the water, shouting, "Look, the God of Elisha has healed me." Naaman got back into his chariot and returned to Elisha's house. "Your God is the one true God," he declared. "What can I give you in return for what you have done?" "Nothing," replied Elisha. "But you must accept a gift," Naaman insisted, but Elisha refused. So Naaman ordered that his men dig up a cart full of dirt. Naaman wanted to take this dirt home and spread it around an altar in Syria, so he'd be standing on the soil of Israel when he offered sacrifices to the one true God. As Naaman rode away, Elisha's servant was angry. "Elijah might not want Naaman's rich and expensive gifts, but I do," he thought. So he chased after Naaman and caught up with him. "Wait!" he called. Naaman stopped and asked what Gehazi wanted. "My master Elijah has changed his mind." He lied. He'd like some money and a change of clothes. Naaman willingly gave Gehazi what he wanted. Gehazi smuggled the gift into a house behind a hill and hid it well out of sight. Gehazi then sneaked back into Elijah's house. "Have you been somewhere?" Elijah asked. "No," Gehazi replied. "I've been here all the time." "I saw you chasing after Naaman," Elijah declared, "and I saw him give you those gifts. As a punishment for your lies and greed, you will have Naaman's leprosy." From that moment, Gehazi was covered in leprosy, and his skin became as like white snow. He had to leave Elisha and live on his own, away from people. How foolish he had been to tell lies and be dishonest. Do you think he was sorry for what he did?